back at our claim. I've been up since 1:30 this morning. It's Thursday, and we're getting ready to do some dry washing. Got the Gold Monster 1000 there. And last time we were at the claim here, remember, got into here. I was looking at the nice thing about putting your prospecting adventures on YouTube is you can look back at old videos. We had the little Royal Explorer dry washer, and I think it's the one where Amy's got it on her back and a big backpack on the front of her there. And we had backpacked all the way into here, and it looked like, so we did a trench right along here. It looked like we started, looking at my old videos, we started to go off this way, potentially leaving all that untouched. The only bad thing is we had the Keen 140S out here a couple weeks ago, and I covered a lot of it with tailings. So I'm gonna have to shovel this out of the way, get down into here. And something I've been thinking about nonstop is our friend Dale Duffy, good subscriber, said that when I was digging down in here, now that looks like bedrock going up in there, but he said what I was pulling out of here, these pieces like this, possibly weren't bedrock. So I've been thinking about that nonstop. If he's right, there could be some really good gold down there. Thank you so much, Dale. Well, I'm gonna get set up here, start moving some of this, get to work. I also have an inside bend nearby that I'm gonna start shoveling about a ton of dirt material off the top of it and get down deep. We're gonna sample that, and I think we're gonna sample another area out here. We're gonna be out here till tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna be hot, windy, so we're gonna we got a room in a nearby town, but let's get to work. Well, hey guys, what I wanted to show you real quick was, so this big rock, that's where I found that little nugget last time with the gold bug too. I'm gonna carefully go over that area again with the Gold Monster, and this got rolled down into here. Anyway, I want to show you down here. I just pried this out. That's a piece of bedrock or a piece of just rock. Look at that crunchy material, gold bearing material stuck to this rock. And look at this layer that was between. That's a good place for gold to hide right there. And see how long it's been in there. It's really, oh yeah, we're gonna run all this in the dry washer, break it up real good. Look at that. That's the good stuff right there. It's amazing when you have when you're fresh and new for the day. I left an inch from this stuff and just left it here. But we're gonna start continuing. This looks virgin up in here. I think we're gonna get some good gold today, guys. All right, let's fire up the Royal dry washer and whew. Okay, so we got the dry washer on idle, and I'm gonna go just in front of idle. That's perfect. That thing's gonna run so many hours on one tank of fuel. I love this Royal. I'm gonna take some of my old tailings here, start putting that big material in and charge the dry washer. Get some material down those ripples, see how it's. Another thing I love about the Royal, you can always see these nice distinguished waves between each ripple if you don't overload it. This feeds so nicely. It's got such a wide ripple tray. Well, that material, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to do a first clean out here shortly, but I'm exposing more of this, I think, to be bedrock. Look at the riffle edges in there. I know we work to about here, so I don't have that much more area to work in here. I was looking up in here, but it all looks like tailings, and see how it's just flow sand on top? But yeah, it's real consistent. But I just did a drone flight real quick, and when it came down, I smacked Amy with it, and then blades started going crazy. I went to pick it up and got cut wide open there on one of the blades, so the drone's back in the case. Got my big towel for all my sweat and blood. So, show you how I clean this royal out real quick. I go back to idle, I leave it running, grab my Garrett Super Sluice Gold Pan and 1/4-inch classifier. Look at all that vibration. We're getting such little air. An amazing machine. I like to watch for nuggets rolling off from the first couple riffles. I want to make sure all that gravel gets out of there before I close the riffle tray back so I don't scratch up the matting real bad and create space underneath the riffles. All right, let's check this out. It's getting dangerous around here. Somebody's been doing a lot of work. So we opened that up quite a bit, and it looks like we're getting along bedrock here. That's gnarly looking. And look at that, it's running, is that parallel with the wash, like riffles? May have just missed that little pocket from that trench before and working that way before, but let's see. By the way, guys, this desert doesn't have a drop of water in it. So hopefully we're in for a treat. We got a game trail cam, and we're gonna put it right over by the panning tub. We're gonna leave the panning tub out here when we leave this afternoon. So it'll be here all afternoon, evening, early morning, and we'll get footage of whatever game comes in here to drink out of this. That's gonna be cool. We'll show that at the end of the video. Hopefully it's not all just cows. Okay. And then sometimes, as I look in here, if I can see any gold, not yet. Okay, I'll get this pan down. Okay, here's the first clean out. Some nice chunk, coarse little gold here. Nice little wiry piece below that nugget there. Nice coarse piece there. There was a tiny, tiny speck in there somewhere. So that, or I think it's right there. All right, not bad. All right, so I think the game plan next, I'm going to, oh man, exposed a lot of this bedrock. Whew. Maybe there'll be some bigger pieces here. Let's see. Obviously, I didn't clean out the material really good in between the cracks. There might be some bigger pieces down in there, but I'm going to take the Gold Monster over the cracks real quick here. Clean out the bedrock here really good. And then, whoa. Also for today, I didn't set the shade canopy up yet because I want to make sure where we're definitely going to be working the remainder of the day. But all that rock I threw over here, that was last year when we first got the claim. That's a lot of rock. Right here on this inside bend, I haven't really noticed any hand stacking up off the side here, and this is the inside corner. Looks like there might be a little bit on the very beginning of the inside corner, but right after that, I moved a bunch of shovelfuls of dirt, threw them out here in the wash. I'm going to get down deeper, at least to the level of the wash, if not about another so many inches down, start running it. And we'll see what's in here. If it turns out good, we'll bring the whole dry washer over here. Awesome. Oh, it's getting hot. Oh, like 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, we're opening up even more. Again, what I like about the regular size or large Royal dry washer, this isn't the largest. There's the King as well. And then there's a smaller one, the Explorer. But look how much material that hopper holds. I can load it up with several shovelfuls, take a break to pick or whatever, come over. Put a lot of material in. Look how smooth the flow is on these things. You can see it dance between every single riffle. Tons of vibration. That blower's not even up that high. If you look by decreasing the hopper angle, see how slow that's feeding into there? Doesn't just dump in there. So it affords you time to do other things and get more material, and it doesn't overwhelm the riffles. It's really nice. Tell my attitude changes when I hit that red pay layer. I get excited. Ow! I said I was excited when I saw that red pay layer down in there. I'm so surprised no one's dug out this inside bin in so long. I said it looked like it was flood tailings on top, and I've been digging a lot of overburden to get down to it, but look at this. I just dumped the dry washer straight into the classifier. Let's try to get this to focus here. Look at that piece of gold right in the middle of the screen. Crunchy little piece of gold. There's another one. See right there. Right in the center of the screen. That's going to be a good pan when you can see it on top of the what do you call it? I'm exhausted. Look at this. And of course I did that huge run down there. Got a few hours of sleep last night. Oh, always so excited to get out here. We got a nice cloud cover today. We haven't seen moisture in the air in months out here in Arizona. Hopefully that comes and puts some of these fires out. But yeah, let's go pan this down. Can you show me pan? Oh. While we're walking over to the panning station there, you guys stay tuned. Beautiful hawk up there, red-tailed hawk. Not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after. If you guys are into metal detecting for relics, a must-have in your subscriptions is Bullets and Buttons. He was nice enough to get a hold of us and invite us out to like a Civil War Army fields to detect in on private property. And he's been getting some really neat relics. He goes all over the country and all over the world. And I promise next time he comes back again, we're gonna go put him on some good gold somewhere. Either sluicing or panning or dry washing out here. But yeah, Bullets and Buttons. You guys would check that out. He's a good guy. I think that's gonna be exciting. There's been some really neat Civil War era army buttons and things found. I don't actually have any of that kind of stuff except for old bullet casings, but that's the other thing. He's very knowledgeable. So if you guys check him out, I'm gonna bring a bunch of my like 1870s bullet casings, and he can tell me when, like what year they were produced and what they were commonly used for. And Bullets and Buttons, he's got a lot of knowledge. Check him out. Got thick black sand. That was a little bit longer of a dry washer run, plus I got deeper. should be a really good pan. There we go, already showing up there. Well, looks like we saw most of it on top of the same thing as we saw on top of the thing, but yeah, there they are. Oh, there's some bigger ones down there. See that? Good tally for only being 11 a.m. today. And then with what the gold monster found. Some nice coarse gold. Whew. I'm gonna take a break here and we'll get back at it. Maybe fire up the detector for a little bit. Having fun with that gold monster. That's a nice piece of gold. First gold monster piece of gold. I'm confident there'll be many more with this machine. Oh yeah. That just come right off the source. It's so jagged and that. But I was scanning right in here. It said, oh, we got another one over here. I wonder if this is just loaded with little nuggets, that little bank there. Awesome. Nice signal. That's a piece of metal. That figures. We turn the camera on now, it's a piece of iron. Taking a break here. We had a dogfight going on up there above those clouds, full afterburners. Been going at it for about an hour up there. There's the training base, Luke Air Force Base, way south of here, and they come up here and just go at it. Well, happened to me again. I spent a lot of time going deeper. The gold got worse. Got a bunch of little ones, but little. It's the funniest thing. It's like that's a big hole. Whew. It's like maybe old timers got in there and took the stuff off the bedrock in the places I'm digging, but there was a big flood event after they come through. It only put it, the sweet spot is about the 18-inch mark. 1 foot to 18 inches. And it's getting kind of fluffy-ish going deeper, so that rocky stuff in there, I'm gonna attack that next. If it doesn't get any better, I'm gonna go back and tomorrow we're gonna move this over and run that bench all day. A long stretch of it. Not go real deep into it, just kind of the surface. 6 inches and so that's 2 nuggets, nice pieces we found detecting up out of the wash there. About that level right there. Oh man. I'm really content with this large roll dry washer. I said all I got to do, I just now filled the tank and I've been digging quite a while over there, hours over here, and I just now had to put gas in the tank. And it's moved all of that. Whew. Honestly, I don't think there's more bang for the buck under $600 for that unit. Wow. I don't know if you can hear me over that. I want to show you something really cool about the gold monster. I just kind of figured out myself. But those clouds weren't there. We could see him out there playing. Whew. Usually the lead one's dropping flares and the other one's chasing it, and I think they're F-35s. You could feel the thrust down here, like shaking everything. All right, so I got kind of a faint signal down in the hole, and I popped it. It was an auto 1. I brought it back. I went back one into full manual, and it really made the signal pop. This little tiny piece of birdshot was good distance down in there. I don't know, is at least an inch or so down in there, but I barely heard it in auto 1, but I heard it. So like I said, I flipped it into full manual to check, and it just whip whip. Weep. All right, it's just been brutal digging. Did all this today. Huge hole over around the corner. So tomorrow we're undecided if we already found that gold monster nugget up there and the gold bug 2 nugget right up in that bench. I'm gonna start just blowing across that thing. There's so much big rock to move. Or continue that. Show you the very last clean out, and I will show you, of course, all the gold at the end of the video, but I just found this in the last clean out over there around the corner. Here. Nice piece of gold. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna leave the panning tub right here. Hopefully the wasp don't set it off, but the motion, but we have a trail cam sitting right there. Unfortunately, I took the SD card out, and I've got an SD card reader for my phone. I don't have one that goes to our computer, so it only read pictures, not video. So I got set to take 2 pictures of everything that walks by. So we'll check that out in the morning, and guys, have a good night. We'll see you soon.